Hi friends, Cole Chance here. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we just wanted to do some floor stretches and kind of make some space, get some opening. So thank you for joining me. Let's do this. Bring the soles of your feet together, bring your knees wide, and we'll come into Baddha Konasana. So let's grab the ankles, start to lean forward, push down gently with the elbows. Starting to make a little bit of space here. Maybe you can go side to side. Get a little elbow massage. Opening up the hips. And then find somewhere to stay in stillness. So I've been flying a lot lately, especially the last week. I spent about 20 hours on a plane. So my hips are not happy with me. So this feels really nice. You teach what you need. That's a saying I've always heard. Let's go ahead and open up the legs. Don't worry about how far they open, or don't even go to your max. Just get a good angle here. I'm just gonna walk the hands forward. If you have a block, this is a great place for a block. We're not going to capacity. We're just wanting to get some good opening. So you can bring the head down to the block if that's available. Maybe you have another block that you could put on top as well. Or maybe you come all the way down. I'm not one of those people, but some people are really open like that. But find somewhere where you're not feeling strain. You're just feeling a stretch. And you can fully inhale and exhale, and you feel relaxed. So a good hurt. You want sensation, but not, we're taking it easy. Breathing. Slow release, slow opening. Three more deep, full rounds of breath. And we'll start to walk back up. Let's take the left leg in. Right leg out towards the side, and we're going to turn a little bit so that we're facing the foot, yeah? Janu Shirshasana. You can pull your bum back a little bit. That'll help the pelvis sit forward. Inhale, lift the arms up, pull the belly in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, snake the heart forward. And come a little farther. And again, inhale, articulate the spine, and then exhale, find somewhere to rest. And maybe you take your head in your hands. Maybe you take a block. Wherever you are, release the neck. Yeah? You can flex this foot, or you could not flex the foot. Just listen into yourself today. If you ignite it, it'll definitely be more active. Obviously. If you want to get into the low back a little bit, left side low back, you can maybe move the block on the other side, walk the hands over. Then bring the head down. This is what I need. So I've been getting quite lucky lately, or not lately, but normally, like 1 out of every 4 flights, I get like a whole row to myself, and it's such a treat. I'm so excited. I normally, if I get on the plane early, I sit there with my fingers crossed and hope that nobody sits next to me. But it didn't happen this time. There were full flights, and I can't sleep on a plane, so I just kind of go delirious. But now I'm trying to unwind all the sitting. So this is really feeling nice. Another inhale. Release. Good. Start to walk the hands back up. Take the left hand outside the left hip. Right hand reaching out towards the right toes, and we're going to sweep it around to the left as we push the ground away. Lift the hips high. Reach, reach, reach. Get long. Finding expansion. And then take a seat. And we'll take a little twist. So left hand to the knee, twist around, gazing over the shoulder. Coming back to center, we'll switch sides. So bring the left leg long. Right foot comes in, we'll face towards the foot. Inhale, lengthen up, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then stretch the heart forward as you come down. Inhale, lengthen, create space, and then exhale, fold. Twice more like this. Inhale, caterpillar the heart forward. Exhale, fold. And again. Relax the head on a block in a hand. And then if you would like to walk the hands over towards the left side, so over the foot. So get more into the low back. Maybe come up onto the fingertips and walk forward a little bit more with the hands, if that sounds like a good idea. Feel it out. One more big inhale, drink in. And release. To walk the hands up, plant the right hand. Inhale, lift up. Hips forward. And release down. Good. Let's take a Firelock Pose. Why don't we? So let's bring the right shin and bring it parallel to the mat. And then we'll take the left heel over the knee, knee over other heel. So this will look wildly different for everyone. Some people will be up more like this. If this is like not even close at all, then you can try to straighten the front leg and come at it this way. So there's options. You can also take a block and put it in between. You can pull the bum out from behind you. This will help to set the pelvis forward, which actually helps quite a bit. You'll notice the leg coming down even more. And then we just hang out and watch the magic happen. Sitting tall. If you'd like to take a mudra here, take the thumb and the index finger together. Rest them coming up. Gesture of receiving, gesture of oneness. Mudras are seals or hand gestures that help to stimulate, a certain way of thinking, intentional gesture. Just like Anjaneyasana, Anjaney mudra. Checking in with your breath. Be here for about 5 more breaths. Slow release. This can be difficult for people who like flow. It took me a while to be able to stay in poses personally because I have always moved a lot. I have a lot of energy. So it was really hard for me to stay in poses for a very long period of time. I needed distraction and movement. So I'm just now really getting into the subtleties and letting the muscles open slowly. And it's quite nice. Still, my head can start spinning. That's normal. But coming back to the breath, finding some patience in my life. Bring the hands behind you. Start to lean back, bring the feet out in front, and just shake the legs out for a moment, and we'll do the other side. So, left leg on bottom. Right leg on the top. Big difference over here. My right hip, I've been asking Santa for years to open my right hip, but he hasn't brought me that yet. So I'm still being patient. Again, you can use a block. And a little cue here, as if you could kind of slip on a shoe. You want this to be like slip on a flip-flop right here. You don't want the foot to be on top of the knee. So the actual ankle would be on top of the knee, but the foot's coming over just a little bit, if that makes any sense. Again, you can kind of pull your bum up from behind. Sit up tall. Flex both the feet. Again, if you'd like to take a mudra. Where does your mind go when it wanders? Is there something that it seems to be tethered to? Sometimes we just are in daydreams or fantasies, something like almost to release us from a boredom, a distraction. And sometimes it's a certain thing that we always go back to, something that's, giving us trouble, something that's not settled in our life. But it's good to, realize the patterns, start to think about the patterns. I am a daydreamer, which I've always thought was a very good thing, but I realize that it takes me out of the present moment all the time. So really trying to stay in check with that. I also like to make to-do lists while in yoga poses, multitasking. But I shouldn't be doing it in this pose. So just watch with curiosity. No judgment. Just finding out interesting things about ourselves. Two more rounds of breath. Plant the hands, lean back, bring the feet out in front, shake the legs out. Let's come back into Baddha Konasana. Feel the difference there. Grab the ankles, roll the shoulders back, pull the chest forward. Start to come forward. Let's take the block underneath the head. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can take the block in between the feet. That'll open the feet wider. So there's 3 different sizes of the block as well. Like so. So think about that. You obviously won't be able to come down as far, but just an idea. Take about 10 breaths here. Getting a lot of openness in the hips, the groins. How is your breath? Breathe into the sensation. Breathe into the tension. Learning to step into things that can be uncomfortable. begin to come up. Cross legs. Let's all take Chin Mudra. Palm up. Close the eyes. Shoulder blades down and together. Smile on the face. Thank yourself for showing up today. Doesn't have to be a lot. If we can just carve out little spaces for ourselves. Check in with our mind, check in with our body. Give some attention to the breath. Bring the hands together and thumbs at third eye. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your practice. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. Check out yogatx.org and cultchanceyoga.com. We have all kinds of things going on. So, see you next time.